I really identify with butterflies, and they're just so fragile and beautiful and majestic, and they came from a caterpillar. And I identify with that caterpillar part where I hit a rough spot dealing with all of my Lyme and co-infections and all the issues I was having. I needed to go into my healing cocoon so that I could heal for just have energy for myself and my healing. And so I kind of retreated. I had to stay away from other people's energies. I had to just really give to myself, really fully love myself, get in touch with my inner child, address emotions, become aware of subconscious beliefs that were holding me back and keeping me sick. And it just was this time. I did herbals, and I had to learn about supplements and be compliant with different things and keep up on detox and change my nutrition and things like that as well. But it was also just like this deep spiritual journey, this like journey to find myself and address some things that I needed to address, and to kind of reparent myself in some ways and love myself, and just get in touch with that inner child and heal some wounds. And so I was able to do that. And my 4 years of being in my cocoon is about 4-ish years of really doing that, really focusing on myself. And then I emerged as a butterfly. And in order to be a butterfly, you can't be a caterpillar anymore. So it was like I had this death of the sick version of myself, and I had to grieve that version, and I had to realize I just wouldn't have that identity anymore of that person with Lyme disease. Like, that is not me anymore. I have to kind of leave that community, leave that life behind. And that's sad. And I don't mean that in a way like that I can't connect and help people get better and still be a part of the community and be a part of the movement and be an advocate. But like, my identity cannot be somebody with Lyme disease if I want to not be somebody with Lyme disease. It's that simple. Like, I just had to not identify with it anymore. And so I had to grieve that death version of myself. I had to literally die, and I felt myself become a new person, a healthy person. Like, I felt like I had different cells and different genes, and like chemically I just became a different person. And so I was a butterfly, and a butterfly can't go back to a caterpillar. That doesn't happen. They're anew. They're something different completely. They can't go back to that old version. That old version doesn't exist anymore. They're now this butterfly that's flying around and just exploring and being in the present moment and trusting the universe and spreading my knowledge to others, helping other people so that they can achieve the butterfly phase as well and get you through that cocoon. So I've been in the cocoon. I can get all down in there with you and snuggle up and just give you space to go through your process and to cry or scream or be angry or whatever. There's a lot of emotions. This is overwhelming. People are taking like 50 supplements a day. It gets exhausting. It gets old. I get it. But you can get past that. And you can get past that and get to a place where you're fully well, and you don't have to do all of those things. Maybe you do some of them. Maybe there's some supplements that you still take because you know what you need to support, but it changes and it's way less. And you learn to take care of yourself and eat right and detox and cuddle with your dog and put your bare feet in the sand and get some movement in and get some meditation in, and whatever it is for you. For me, it's nature that keeps me healed. Just being in touch with that, being in touch with that balance, realizing that mind-body connection, that spiritual connection, because basically ultimately the way to heal is to connect to source, because source is going to heal you. And, from a quantum physics perspective, from an energy perspective, like, we're not really made of it. Like if you think about like a nucleus and the electron, like there's so much empty space. Like we're made of nothing. There's so much space in between us. And we have more bacterial cells than human cells too. So like there's just so many things. Like it's not about this. It's not about this physical thing. I'm not like a car that can go to the mechanic and get something physical tweaked and then that's good. Like there's also an electric system, and you know, we have a nervous system and we have a circulatory system, and we have you know, we're made of energy, and we have emotions, and we have a higher self, and there's source that we're all connected to. We're all one. We're all connected. And if you can just tap into source, source will heal you. Source will give you what you need. You have everything that you already need inside of you. It's just listening and learning to listen to your intuition and to tap into yourself. So the only way out of it is through it, or into yourself. You have to kind of get into yourself before you can get out of it. And so that's the cocoon. I did a 4-year cocoon after being undiagnosed for 20 years. So, you know, I was able to do it in a reasonable time considering how long I had been undiagnosed. So, it's not easy. You have to change your life. You have to like address some demons, really. At least I did, in order to get out of it, but it's possible. But just, don't be so busy looking for that one protocol that's going to work for you that you're not actually doing the inner work that you need to do to truly heal, because that's really what the key is. Have a wonderful day.